Well, my first ever show was in New York seeing Guns N' Roses in Madison Square Garden, and I was a huge GNR fan. And I went, they were playing 3 nights, and I went all 3 nights. And the first night, I went and I saw them as superheroes, and like I almost cried. I was like, because I worship this band, you know. And it was amazing. And then the second night, I went back, and then I saw the roadie on like, you know, Rocket Queen, sort of run out, put a cigarette and slash his mouth. And Axel would do his change of costume at a certain track, and then by the third night I was kind of like, these are just some guys on stage, but throughout the whole thing, it was inspiring and made me realise, like, you know, I could do it. You know, I could be one of those dudes like playing in a band at the end of the day. So from it being slightly shattered within the 3 days, it was like, I'll always remember that as like the reason to do it.
Wilton Hall, I think.
Yeah, Wilton Music Hall was
just because the venue and stuff, it was like an old music hall in London, East London, and
I think it's the oldest one in the world.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, oldest music hall in the world.
And it's just like, it's got a really cool vibe in there.
I think it was
The
great.
acoustics are excellent.
It was our first kind of thing of the new record as well, and
we got it all filmed as well and everything. So we got some.
It was like when we recorded, when we played the Forum the first time with the first record. So for us, I think that was like the introduction live to the new album, The Runaway. So we're like, yeah, this is it. You know, we were like buzzing off that.
I hate listening to myself back when I'm in the studio, so it's like you do the gig, it's done. Don't have to hear it again. It's done.
For me, it's the buzz you get on stage. I love being in the studio and getting it right, and getting what you hear in your head. But when you're on stage, it's just this untouchable kind of like feeling where you just throw it all out there, and whatever is to happen is to happen. You know, and it's just this amazing kind of spontaneity and just like, just that adrenaline really. And
you get rid of a lot of tension when you're on stage, when you really go for it as well.
I think you really, I mean, unless like, I think we had that when we were listening to the mixers recording and stuff, like all the kind of mixes being done in the studio, but I don't think you really get that in the studio, other than playing with the 4 of us on stage and seeing the crowd react. That's like,
I think that's it. Like,
that's the difference, you know. It's like, you know, live to
after like, you know, especially like making an album and being in a studio like that and like really sort of concentrating and then knowing it's lasting forever. You know, whether, you know, it's there in your head. It's like, this is supposed to be the definitive version of the song, and when you play live, it's like you know, the song is changed night after night depending on the crowd.
You don't even think about that.
The venue, so it's always it instills that thing of why you play music, which is for it to be this like free like expression, just like getting lost in it, you know? So it's cool.
Actually, I and I think they played today. Like newest band that I think I like. I like Dried River. I think they're really good. I think there's something about them that I just, you just kind of, I'm kind of hooked to it instantly, really. I don't know if it's like...
We did a thing called Songs from a Room, and we'd never heard of this band before, and we all just came downstairs. It was basically like in someone's house. It's actually our manager's house, and we just, you know, loads of people sitting around, just really chilled out, and these guys played, and it was like...
Yeah, there's something about them
really,
that,
really
you know,
good.
it's just like...
Definitely drew you in, so I recommend checking them out. I would, you got one?
Number 1, Janis Joplin. She'd be good at a festival.
I would like to have seen and to be playing at our, you know, amazing Dead Real Life Festival. Probably, I mean, I'd love to. I've been listening to loads of Jimi Hendrix again, so, and it's probably like an obvious one, but like, so Hendrix, I'd like to, you know, you watch that footage back and it's like, imagine being there when this dude is like off it, you know. So
Ryan Adams, maybe.
Ryan Adams.
Yeah. Roses?
I'll go Johnny Cash.
The original Guns N' Roses. With Steven Adler.
Doing like a battle off, jamming with like Sun Ra.
Oh fuck, that'd be
Like
quite
a
cool.
complete
actually.
mad jazz odyssey,
Yeah.
stroke with some crazy glam metal.
Nice.
Bring it on.